Welcome to Doggie Time, powered in part by Classic of Denton.
Paws up, my cats and kittens. You are tuned into Doggie Time on DentonRadio.com and also Facebook and wherever else we happen to end up towards the end of the evening. We are here once again, live and in person at the Mighty Vic, the Visitor Information Center. I like to call it the Mighty Vic. That sounds more.
I like that.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. 111 Hickory Street, sitting in the window, gazing out at the populace, which is gazing back at us, wondering what in blazes we're doing. Only we know that. And what we are doing, my cats and kittens, is just another edition of Doggie Time. And you're probably wondering to yourself, who's this lovely young lady sitting next to me? This is Gigi Miller.
Hello?
Am I correct in that assumption?
You are very correct.
I'm very correct in that assumption. And Gigi has been so kind as to come and bestow us with words of wisdom and other things.
Other things.
Other things? You
Other
like
things.
the other things is what we're looking forward to.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward
That's
to.
what's going to happen. Actually, we met at open mic at LSA. You just kind of showed up out of nowhere.
I
But
did.
not really. I mean, you're tied up with, what is it, Pink Couch?
Yeah, Pink Couch Studios, Brittany
Pink Couch-
Belt.
Brittany Belt's bunch.
Yep, that
Yep.
bunch.
The woman should be ashamed. She has supplied me with so many musicians and youngins too. Let's get this out of the way. You are a raging,
13, almost 14.
you're almost 14.
Almost
So
14.
you're getting there. You're getting
Almost,
there.
almost.
Yeah, you're not drinking age yet.
No.
That's good. That's good. You keep that on the back burner for a while. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it gets more expensive when you finally get to that age.
Yeah, I gotta save up.
I know. Especially when you're hiring musicians. And speaking of, you are a musician. That's why you're here
I am.
for the most part. And your instrument of choice is a ukulele.
Ukulele.
Yes. And was a guitar, and then you washed it.
Was a guitar. No. Yeah. It shrinks.
What prompted you to pick up the ukulele?
21 Pilots,
Really?
obviously. I mean, that's when everybody started playing the ukulele.
Yeah.
All my friends that are playing the ukulele, and I was like, I can do better than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Ooh.
because I played the piano, then I played the guitar.
Je challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I sang for my whole life, and
Right.
so I was like, the guitar wasn't really like my thing, and then piano was a little. Everybody does that. So, and then my friends were all like, I play the ukulele, and I was like, I can do it better.
Well, it was so funny is I guess about a year and a half ago, there was this huge insurgence.
Yeah.
And everybody had a ukulele
Yep.
at one point, and for some of you guys it stuck. Some of them went on to do other things, but yeah, several of my friends ended up with a ukulele. What
Yep.
type of ukulele are you playing?
Mine, I don't really know. It's just blue.
It's just a blue
It's
ukulele,
just blue.
no frills, just not
No,
even a
it's
name
just-
on the bloody thing. Is
No.
it? That's awesome. That's
Everybody has a name for their instrument. I don't. Mine's just blue.
awesome. Blue, I like that. Mine's name's Bob.
It's a great name.
Yep, I named Bob, and but I play the bouzouki, which is, I don't know if you've seen it. It's like a big mandolin.
I haven't.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Lately, I haven't been playing. I've been playing electric guitar, but it's only got 4 strings. How is a ukulele tuned?
I think of it as Gigi can't elope with orangutans.
So GCEA.
Hey,
Well,
Gigi can't elope with orangutans because I can't. I mean, like I can't.
I would hope that you wouldn't. just
I
for-
won't. I mean, I can't.
Could be a PR nightmare if you started.
really
doing that. PETA would be right at your door.
PETA, oh God.
I know. They just what's with the orangutan thing? I feed them. Just shut up. So G C E
E
A.
A
GCEA.
GCEA.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So open chords mostly. Do you get the bar chord in there and
Yeah, I'm not as good as that because I always have long nails, so like it's difficult. It's not as hard as playing the guitar with long nails.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I manage. It's small. I'm small. It works out.
You're supposed to cut those off. You
I
know
did
that,
just
right?
for this actually.
You did.
I bit
Oh
them
my
off.
God. Wow.
They were like this before. I like this.
So you've got one I can and the other I can't. Okay.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yep.
So the fronting hand is the one that gets the
Yeah.
attention. Yes, this poor guy over here gets ignored.
Yep, sadly.
So how long have you been playing ukulele? How long have you
Ukulele,
just-
I taught myself how to play. I've been playing for about a year.
About
I
a
think. Yeah.
How long have you been in Belt School?
Built. Not very
Hi,
long.
Brittany. If Brittany's out there,
Hi,
hello.
Brittany. Love you.
Good to see you. Hope you're seeing us.
Yeah.
So anyway, you've been there for
I think maybe a year, probably less. I
Right.
really don't know. I don't pay attention. I do with
I
Brittany.
love this woman.
I
I
just
do.
don't pay
She's
attention
awesome.
to time.
Right. Time is an illusion.
Time is an illusion.
Lunchtime doubly
Conspiracy
so.
theory.
Yes.
Honestly.
Really?
Honestly.
So you picked up the ukulele, you went to Brittany's school, and then
Yep.
you showed up at LSA
Shut up.
and just started doing the open mic thing. Was that your first open mic type situation? I
No,
know
my first open mic was at Stan's, actually.
Stands.
Stan's, and it was with Brittany.
Well, sounds like a garage.
Might have been.
Where's Stands at? I've never heard of that.
It's
even.
in, I have no idea. I think it's in Frisco. I think. It's in the Colony, actually. Never
You're
mind.
just a fountain of information,
Oh,
aren't you?
yeah,
Love?
I
I
know.
love this. This is great. So you started. That was your first one at Stands, but you've
Yeah.
actually become a regular up at LSA
Yep.
now, and which is very cool. You do a mixture of original and covers.
Yep.
Writing songs, that's something I guess that they teach at the school at
Yeah.
Pink Couch. They really emphasize that, which I love. It's one of the things I love about that.
They're great.
So writing your own material, and have you come into a particular type of format yet for writing a song, or are you still all over the board?
Not really. With writing, I kind of just, it'll be like 4 a.m. usually, and I'll be sitting in my bed. I have my phone out on like Google Docs,
Right.
writing down words, and I'll find some chords that I like, and then I just put some lyrics to it, and it just
See, that's
happens.
awesome. That's awesome. Some of my best songs I wrote at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Get up,
Exactly.
coffee, and just blurry-eyed in front of the computer going, oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just whenever the inspiration hits you, which is nice. Some guys, I've talked to them and they say, I have a different way of doing this, but not very many. Mostly singer-songwriters, melody comes first, lyrics may come first. It just doesn't matter, really. It just, whatever becomes the end product.
Yeah, some people have like a certain way they do it.
Yeah.
And some people try to tell me how to do it, and I'm just like, no, I just do it my own way.
Good for you.
It's
You
kind
should
of a
keep that.
different way every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should keep that. And although you could steal their ideas, that's permissible. As a matter of fact, I encourage it.
Yeah.
To be the biggest thief that you possibly can,
Already am.
Picasso said great artists steal.
Yeah.
And I believed him, because I've seen his stuff and it was stolen. So he had a huge fight with I think it was Miro, I can't remember, but they were literally painting against each other for a while, and they would come up with these concepts that were so remarkably the same. And if you could be the same as Picasso, there's something wrong going on
Yeah.
up there. But it was really odd. And this was so funny is they had an exhibition at the Dallas Art Museum, and I went with my daughter, who's an artist, and we actually got to stand in front of a Picasso.
It's probably
and,
fake.
And go, that's a piece of carp. That's just garbage, man. I can't believe it's a good thing he didn't finish it. And I felt so empowered at that point to look at a Picasso and go, wow, that's just horrible.
Oh my gosh.
So it doesn't necessarily indicate that you're bringing down your heroes to your level, but why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Make you feel better about yourself.
We're going to get out of this segment really fast. So what we did, now that we've trashed Picasso, love you, Pablo. Know you're dead, but anyway, but still, you also have a background in the theater.
The theater.
The theater. Do you like
Yeah.
the theater? You still do it?
I still do it at my old school,
Right.
Aubrey. We didn't have like a good theater program. It was
Right.
pretty crap. So
Yeah.
I just did backstage stuff. But I've been with Dallas Around Musicals Academy for about
My goodness.
7 years.
That's
maybe.
a paying gig, isn't it?
I wish.
It's
I
not
pay.
a paying gig?
No, I pay to do that.
Well, who do those people think they are?
I
oh
know,
my
right?
God. Because Dallas. Who is it?
Dallas Summer Musicals Academy.
Dallas Summer
They're gone
Musicals.
now because Dallas Summer Musicals stopped funding
Because
them.
they didn't pay their
Exactly.
people. I know, right? Karma
Exactly.
come and bit them in the fanny.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. You got to pay your guys.
Yeah.
You do. You got to. If it's just like Whataburger at the
Yeah.
end of the night, which I've done a couple times. Really can't pay you for the gig, but we can do a burger and some tacos.
That'd be perfect.
That's it. Actually, it is sometimes.
Yeah, that's even better than money to me.
Sometimes the later the better. So
Yeah.
you did theater, and you said you liked musical theater. You
Yeah,
enjoyed
mainly.
that. Some of the roles. What are some of the roles you've done?
Lead roles. My main one, I was like 8 though. I played Veruca Salt in, what was it called?
Charlie
and the Chocolate Factory. There we
Factory.
go. Yeah.
Yes.
And the part I can remember about that mainly was I was supposed to push the guy who played my dad
Right.
just lightly, just a little shove, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a box behind him. And I was just so caught up in the lights and everything. And I
Caught up
pushed
in the
him.
moment.
Yeah. I pushed him over the box and off the stage. And, yeah.
That's awesome.
The crowd was wild.
Oh, I bet they loved
I was
it.
ashamed. I was about to cry.
Oh.
I ran off stage. I was like, but little did I know. It was
So
best.
let me ask you this: did you get typecast as Veruca Salt, or
I guess I did.
I guess they did? They saw that mean streak and decided that was you.
Yeah.
You're there. You're there.
honestly,
Push your dad off the stage. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So that's brilliant.
they knew I'd do it.
Right. So what else have you done?
I was in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown.
Right.
I was in Beauty and the Beast. I did, what are some other ones? Newsies. I did
Oh,
that. I played
wow.
a guy.
Have
Yeah.
you?
hmm
That's fascinating.
I mean, I looked like a guy when I was that age. I was like
Right.
7. So, I
Cool.
mean, it was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's well, back in the day, that's the way they did it, and the guys would be the girls, and very few women in theater,
Yeah.
especially back in the Bard's time, back in Shakespeare days, and
Mm-hmm.
so most of the female roles were played by men, and sometimes it's carried on,
Yeah.
sometimes it's reversed. It just depends on who shows up for auditions, right?
Yeah.
There's not enough girls, darn it, so not enough boys in your case. So
Exactly.
there you go. So very cool. Are you performing now musically? Are you doing little gigs besides the open mic, or are you still working up to
Yes.
that point?
I do. I performed at Opening Bell Coffee in Dallas.
Lovely.
South Lamar.
I've done opening bell. It's a blast.
It is,
It really
it is.
is. It's fun.
After we left, I heard though, I was with Brittany,
Mm-hmm.
and after we left, apparently there was a gunshot that went off, and they had to all evacuate the building. I left,
Really?
so I was like, I'm good.
So it wasn't you.
No,
Okay.
it wasn't me.
Okay. I was. I'd wondered, but still.
Yeah, at least I don't think so.
You're not going to own up to it anyway.
No,
so,
not anytime soon.
Who was running the show at open at the Bell? Who
I was
doing
with
it?
Pink Couch. I was late, so I didn't really know anything. I just kind of went on.
Was it a woman that was running it?
It was a guy.
It was a guy. Did he have a long white beard, lots of white hair?
No, he didn't.
Wasn't Santa Claus? Okay, that's
No, it
Troll.
wasn't.
That's Troll Morrow.
Tomorrow.
And Troll Morrow is the open mic god of the Metroplex.
I'd love to meet him.
You probably will one of these
Hopefully.
days. He shows up here every now and then. And Troll, he did a walk. He did a open mic walk of 150 in 1 year. 150 different open mics. 2 of them were mine because I had switched during the course of the year, and he managed to horn in on both of them. So
Wow.
yeah, there's a ton of them out there. But
That's
so
my
you,
goal.
so you doing other goals or other gigs?
Yeah.
You doing other goals? Goal? You playing soccer?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. Pull me out of that one, thank you. So you doing other gigs aside
Yeah.
from that? And
I've done Six Flags. That was really fun.
how'd you do it? How'd you end up doing Six Flags?
Brittany. Everything for Brittany.
Well, she's good at that. She's
Yeah,
good at that.
she
Was
really
it
is.
solo performance?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it was me, some other people. Like, it wasn't just me for, like,
Right.
hours. I wish it was.
So how did that work? I mean, you got how many songs?
I got about 4 or 5, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was there a lot of people there?
Yeah, there were a lot of people there. I was kind of awkward, so I was just standing there singing. I didn't do
Right.
as good just because I was fresh,
Yeah.
but it was still fun. It was Six Flags.
You have those. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes the layout, the place where you're at is a little bit overwhelming, and it kind of takes, and the sound. You can't really get a hold, especially if you're only performing for a short time. You can't really
Yeah.
get a hold of how it smells and how it feels and all of that. And so, you know, you just kind of wing it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I've done that a couple times and just sometimes very successfully. And sometimes I've died horrible and bloody death. So, you know, which you will have, dear.
Yeah.
You know, you'll have those.
I know.
And you just got to get up the next day and say,
I'm expecting it, but I'm dreading it.
you haven't had one yet.
No.
No, it's all been
I haven't
stellar
had a really bad
performances,
one.
hasn't
Yes, 100%.
it? God.
No, I've had mess ups. I once at LSA I messed up and I was frightened.
Really?
It wasn't bad. It was just like a little.
Well, I didn't notice it, so it must have been.
That was good.
Wasn't a terrible train wreck.
No, it
but
wasn't a terrible train wreck.
I kind of expect those though, anyway.
Yeah.
You know, just because of the atmosphere. It's a great place. Love doing it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
this is my 4th open mic in town, and so far it's been my favorite, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things I really like about it is I can have you guys come and do it. And for so long, I was doing open mics where it had to be 21 and over.
Really?
Yeah, and between you, me, and about 40,000 people. By the way, my cats and kittens, if you want to, we're on Facebook, and if you want to send us a message, we got a screen here, and we can say hello to you. But so whoever's out there listening, did you tell all your friends about this?
I did.
You did?
I don't think anything were coming.
Well, they're supposed to be watching.
I don't think they're watching.
Well, they'll watch later. They can do that.
I hope.
We have the technology, and you can
Thank God.
You can call and threaten them later.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
But where was I? I was at. I had a point. It was an amazing point.
It probably was.
Between you, me, and all of the. There's Mr. Producer. Hello.
Hi. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
Mr. Producer, stay away from that guy. He's dangerous.
I know, I heard.
But anyway, we were talking about train wrecks, and yeah, you have them up there. But the thing is, like I said, I really enjoy doing the open mic where you guys get to come and kind of sharpen your sword a little bit. And I remember the first or second time, and we kind of stepped aside, got drug into the office for a few minutes, and get the talk. Yeah. Engage your audience, you know, and make eye contact and be friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't throw things at them and don't insult them.
I won't do it again.
I think you got away with it the first time.
I think so.
I
I
think
think they
you
kind
did.
of liked it, honestly. I
Well-
think they were like, this girl's a thrasher.
Well, I know, but it was masochist night, and you know, it just went over like a bucket. It was lovely. It was lovely. Speaking of, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna throw you to the wolves. You want to do a couple tunes?
Alrighty.
Would you do that for me? I would really appreciate it.
I'm down.
All right. I knew you would be.
I know.
knew you would be. So, Gigi Miller is going to perform live here at the Mighty Vic. First song is going to be, we're going to, while we're getting the lovely Gigi set up, and she is very low maintenance, by the way, Mr. Producer, so you'll love that. It's one of the things I love about her. So, what we'll do, my cats and kittens, is introduce you to Ellie Meyer doing Weather in Texas. We'll play a little video while we get you set up. And then we'll come in and do the thing. And then we'll come back in, say hello, and goodbye.
Alrighty.
All right? You ready for this mess?
Sure am.
All right. You are tuned in to Doggie Time, my cats and kittens, on DentonRadio.com. And stay tuned. Don't leave the neighborhood. We'll be right back with the lovely and talented and slightly frightening Gigi Miller.
Slightly.
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 You change your mind like the weather here in Texas. Your lips don't say a word, but I can see it in your eyes. You're not sure if you want to rain or shine. You tell yourself you're moving on 'cause you can't leave it all behind. 2 steps forward, but your feet just won't leave. You've got your whole life in front of you, but you take the back seat. You should burn that bridge just so you'll pick a side. Oh, baby, I know you don't want to say it, but you need me in your life. Yes, you've been a wreck, you've been through hell and back, and now I'm not sure where you've been, but I can only guess. 'Cause you're not sure if you want to rain or shine. Tell yourself you're moving on, 'cause you can't leave it all behind. 2 steps forward, but your feet just won't leave. You've got your whole life in front of you, but to take the back seat, you should burn that bridge just so you'll pick a side. Oh, baby, I know you don't want to say, but you need me in your life. Two steps forward, but your feet just won't leave. You've got your whole life in front of you, but to take the back seat, you should burn that bridge just so you'll pick a side. Oh, baby, I know you don't want to say, but you need me in your life. Thank you.
And we are back, my cats and kittens. And what we are going to do is unleash now the power that is Gigi Miller on stage. She's going to grace you with a few songs.
Yep.
So without further ado, take it away, love.
All right, this first song is called Can't Help Falling in Love, originally by Elvis Presley, and then covered by 21 Pilots, my favorite band. So that's where I got it from. So I'm going to sing it. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Oh, and take my hand, take my whole life too. Oh, if I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Oh, take my hand, take my whole life too. Oh, for I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, if I can't help falling in love with you. Thank you. That song is Can't Help Falling in Love. This next song is called Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars. I hope you like it. Oh, her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Yeah, I know, when I compliment her, she won't believe me. It's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I look okay, I say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, yeah, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, yeah, just the way you are. Yeah, her lips, I could kiss them all day if she'd let me. Her laugh, she hates, but I think it's so sexy. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Oh, you know, I never ask you to change. If perfect's what you're searching for, then just stay the same. So don't even bother asking if you look okay. You know I'll say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, yeah, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, yeah, just the way you are. Thank you. This next song is actually an original. It's called Hugs and Kisses, and I really hope you like this one. Love at first sight. It was so difficult for me to get by. I remember the day he brought her home. Didn't know who she was, but they went upstairs alone. He's confused and he treats me the same as he treats her. It's how he treats every girl. Hugs and kisses, what am I missing? Known him for years, seems so genuine, but I refuse to tell him that I wish he was mine. She don't deserve him. I've loved him since we were young. She don't love him as much as he does. He's confused and he treats me the same as he treats her. It's how he treats every girl. Hugs and kisses, what am I missing? You say it's not cheating, but it's more than you've done with your actual girlfriend. With This next song is a cover of Zombie by the Cranberries. And I absolutely love a song. So I really hope you like it. Another heading slowly, child is slowly taken. Another mother's breaking heart is taken over. But you see, it's not me, it's not my family. In your head, they are fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they are crying. In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. Another mother's breaking heart is taken over. When the violence causes silence, we must be mistaken. It's the same old team since 1916. In your head, they're still fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they are dying. In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie.
Are we back up? There we go. I'm going to scoot back over here.
Alrighty.
You did it. That live broadcasting. You can't beat it. Well done, Leslie. Well done.
Thank you.
That was very, very, very cool. Very cool. And see, the nails come in handy, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm.
That's right there. All right. So that was Gigi Miller doing her thing. And you can see her occasionally at LSA up there. And where are you at next? Have you got anything booked?
I do stands. I do there. I do opening bell coffee sometimes.
What do you got coming up?
Stands.
Stands. When are you going to be there? You don't know, do
I
you?
do not remember, but soon.
You just don't care. Somebody's going to put you in a car and
it's
take
my mom
you there.
usually. My mom just tells me.
Mom's going to do it and say, okay, we're going to take you to the gig.
Yeah.
That's living the life of a rock star type thing. Okay, just, as long as we don't find you with a dead pizza delivery guy in the back of your trunk, we're all right.
Yeah.
That'll happen later.
Later.
You can do that later. You can do that later.
Later.
All right, love, we're going to let you go, but before you do, we got to do a bump. And what that is basically you're going to say, this is Gigi Miller. You are tuned into Doggie Time on DentonRadio.com. I will say, can you dig it? You say, I can dig it.
Okay.
Can you get that? Can you get that?
Say it again.
Okay. This is Gigi Miller. You know that part.
Of course
okay,
I know
that's
that part.
you.
That's me.
That's you.
That's me.
You got that one now.
That's
okay.
not you. That's me.
So this is Gigi Miller, and you are tuned in to Doggie Time on DentonRadio.com.
You're tuned into Doggie Time. Right
on
there.
DentonRadio.com. And I'll say, can you dig it? And then you'll say, I can dig it.
I can dig it.
Can you dig it?
I can dig it.
All right. So let's do it. We're going to do this for real now, my cats and kittens.
Okay.
Throwing this woman to the wolves. Let's see. We got Raul Vasquez. Let me get my tongue back in my head.
Yeah.
Raul Vasquez said, whoa.
Whoa.
You got a whoa. Cindy Jordan Swinford said, this is my favorite. And next song on my way, Matt Grigsby. Oh, okay. That's what we're going to play after we're done with you.
Okay.
So we're going to throw Matt to the wolves. But anyway, all right, here we go. Do the bump. Okay.
This is Gigi Miller, and you're tuned into Doggie Time on DentonRadio.com.
Can you dig that?
I can dig that.
I knew that you could.
I can dig it.
You're so awesome. Thank you so much for doing
Thank
this.
you.
You had a good time. And stay tuned, my cats and kittens. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and then we got Shaky Train in the house, and they're going to come and do our second hour. We are at the Mighty Vic, 111 Hickory Street, downtown in beautiful Denton. And thanks once again to producer extraordinaire Jake Laughlin sitting over there pushing some buttons. He pushes all my buttons.
I know.
He's a button pusher.
I can tell.
Kind of a person like that. So thank you so much again.
Thank you.
And don't go anywhere. Don't leave the neighborhood. We got some video coming up, Mr. Matt Grigsby and probably a couple others. And we got Shaky Train coming. So until a few minutes from now, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Time has come. I've been here way too long. The bartenders all know my face and they've all heard my song. I feel I'm far behind. There's so much road to find, so much breeze to feel, all this ego to refine. And I think of what I'll miss, but absence allows us to reminisce. And you can bet that I'll be back someday. I float from coast to coast to people and trees and the Holy Ghost. I won't speak till I know what to say. And I'm on my way. Across the nations with my thrift store education and a big old crooked smile. I long to be in the forest of ecstasy. I'll follow the river till I find the sea. Talent in my heart. And I think of what I'll miss. Absence allows us to reminisce. You can bet that I'll be back someday. I'll float from coast to coast to people and the Holy Ghost. I can't walk, I'll hop a train, and I'm on my way. Can you feel it blowing through our minds? The winter chains around us and it's feeling back the Rhine. Babe, don't cry. Our love is not a waste. You don't regret a single word, a sad sound or taste. I think of what I'll miss when absence allows us to reminisce. And you can bet that I'll be back someday. I'll float from coast to coast to people and trees and the Holy Ghost. I'll leave an ember, I'll return to flame, and I'm on my way.
Oh, Sarah's okay.
Oh man.
Woo.
Just kidding. It's
You made me
Wilcox.
red. You made me
Sarah
blush.
Wilcox.
Wilcox.
That's
Wilcox. Wilcoy. Wilcoy.
Yes.
Wilcoy.
Wilcoy. Sarah Wilcoy. And
Wilcoy.
It's French.
Is it?
Okay.
Is this French?
Yeah, sure.
It's
Oh,
down
probably
there.
Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah. They did. The Gauls actually were the French, which is kind of weird. They camped out. This is funny. Is at the fall of Rome, the Gauls basically, with all of their German buddies, camped out across the river from Rome in autumn and said, "Okay, it is going to get very cold, and the water is going to freeze, and then we are going to come and visit you." And that's what they did. Is they sat and they waited for the river to freeze, and they just walked across the river and invaded Rome.
Well, that's
one
the
way to do it.
Yeah, that's exactly the way to do
That's
it.
exactly how you do it.
only
And
way to
they
do it.
pulled it off.
Patience.
And oddly enough, I don't know why I even know this, the Irish broke in and stole the library from Rome. And so because they had a massive library of printed material. And the Irish were the ones that actually rescued that bibliography, all of that, their scrolls and everything, and took it back to Ireland. So they literally saved
Wow.
all of the written literature from Rome while everybody else was just busy sacking it, and ripping it apart,
Right.
Leave it to the Irish. Hi, this looks like we could probably sell this for something, I'm thinking. So let's take it back home with us, shall we?
Ooh,
So-
I'm tangled in your feet. Or your foot.
Awesome. Are you?
Yeah, it's okay.
Stop that.
I was like,
That's-
okay,
ooh.
I'm good.
Do not pay attention to what's happening down there.
I just needed some slack.
Okay.
We all need a little slack
Yeah.
from time to time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So, are we live?
We're
We are.
live.
Is that what that sign says? Is we're live? We're sitting here just
Oh,
pointing.
babbling
yeah,
away.
right there.
Just babbling away. We should probably start this mess then.
Yeah, let's
you
do it.
think? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Pause up, my cats and kittens. We are back. And you are tuned into Doggie Time on DentonRadio.com or thereabouts. We are still at the Mighty Vic, the Visitor Information Center here in lovely downtown Denton. 111 Hickory Street. That was the one. I actually knew the address of this place before I actually knew what you called it.
Oh.
And I never got it right for like the first 10 episodes. I didn't get the place right. And then I started getting messages from the management going, dude,
Get it right.
get it right.
Get it right.
So it is, and I made up the Mighty Vic.
I like it.
The Visitor Information Center, it is the Mighty Vic. And we are here with Shaky Train.
Yes.
That's us.
Yes, that's you guys.
Yeah.
Yes, and individually, you are Johanna.
Johanna, yes.
Johanna.
Johanna.
Johanna and Sarah.
That's me.
And you are a singer-songwriter duo that does a little bit of everything.
Yep.
And where did you guys meet? Where did you guys meet up?
Well, we met in Denton.
That explains a
At
lot.
the Denton
Yeah.
Visitor Center. I'm just kidding. No.
At the Mighty Vic brings you together. That's what we do here.
We met through a mutual friend. My best friend for 14 years is sitting out here, and that's the friend we
It's
met
your
through.
fault.
Yep.
Her name is Joy, and she's awesome. So that's where we met.
Right. And how long have you been performing together? Because you guys, when I met you, which I guess was a good 6 months ago, I guess, around in there, at times an illusion, you had been together for a short while already and kind of had things.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was more like just jam sessions whenever
Well,
we were
did
hanging
some
out all
shows,
the time.
yeah, but
and
it was
then,
not
Yeah, and then we
about a
started doing
year,
open mic, yeah, so-
probably.
Very
a year
cool.
prior
Very
to
cool.
when we met you, probably.
Right. And then and we, of course, met at where I meet everybody, which is at the open mic. You just kind
Yeah.
of showed up, and I went, "Woo, this is awesome! I love this." But
He
you
said,
didn't.
"We'll pencil you in."
And exactly. But you didn't have a name.
No, we
No.
Didn't have a name.
no idea.
We
And I
did
think it was
not.
your fault. You asked me.
Yeah, what do you
and
think
we
about
kind
it?
of concocted Shaky Train. It just kind
Kind of in
fit
a way,
this
yeah.
neat
Yep.
It
name.
kind of came out, and we spelled it in a wrong way, but
It was too
with-
late. It was
with
already on the
purpose.
internet.
Yeah, we misspelled it. No, we had
Which
some-
we probably did too. How did we spell it?
yeah, it doesn't have an e usually.
That's good.
But
Neither do
those of you who have ever heard of or are interested in robotics engineering or like electrical engineering,
Oh God,
there
yes,
is-
we look for
there
that
is
stuff.
Yeah.
a robot from the late 60s, early 70s called Shaky the Robot, and he was spelled with an E.
Where was
And-
Shaky the Robot from?
He is a robot that won some awards. He was an engineering company that made him. It was one of the
Really?
first ones that did some things that were pretty interesting. He was a rough model.
Yeah.
Right.
And kind of like us.
If that
So
correlates a little
It's one of
bit.
the things I actually
Yeah.
love about you guys, but we
We're
won't
a little
talk about
rough.
that. Yes.
yeah, we're a little rough. We're not perfect. Perfect's boring, right?
Oh my
So-
gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Dear Lord, yes.
So that's us.
Little inconsistencies and little intricacies. Say it.
Intricacies.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She's a teacher. So
Yeah.
anyway, and I'm a linguist. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, figure anyway. But yeah, it's those little things that give a personality to it.
Yeah.
And you guys have definitely got a personality. You're a singing songwriter duo. Lovely harmonies.
That's what we like to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We enjoy that.
Yeah,
Harmonizing.
I sing and she harmonizes with me. I'm just kidding.
And then you sit out there and talk to the trees. Yeah. I know.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
God, you don't do that, do you?
No.
That's awesome. It's another reason I love you. Okay. No tree hugging.
Not really.
Not really.
Unless I'm
I
feeling
mean, I would
lonely.
hug a tree.
I'll hug a tree.
If it hugged me back.
Really? That would be kind of weird, really. That's, HBO stuff. Look, Sarah's feet are sticking out from the roots.
Yeah.
And, oh, that was a
There she
great hug. So, so you started. We'll drag this back into a conversation. I promise. You got together and just kind of thought it was a brilliant idea to just start jamming together and doing all of that. And
We thought it was a horrible idea.
You thought it was a horrible idea.
To actually perform,
What are you,
we had to talk.
forming a
That's
rock
the
band?
year we were talking ourselves into
Right.
performing.
Performing.
And then, we
Yeah.
got some opportunities mentioning, oh, I play guitar. You need that for your,
Right.
your event. And then I'm like, Sarah, you're doing it with me. So
Yeah, that's how it
Drag her
happened.
in.
Exactly.
I was like,
We
I'm
know
not
who
doing
the
it
bossy one is.
alone. So I
Yes.
dragged her in. And then from there, we're like, okay, let's try something
Awesome,
else. Like
awesome.
open mic.
So, but different backgrounds you guys come from. Where are you from?
El Paso.
You are from
Grew up in El Paso. So
Good old El Paso, near the border.
yes. Yeah, the border.
The border.
Well, I think that
And
border.
you're from New York, right?
I'm not
You're
at
not.
all.
I mean,
It's close though. I'm definitely from Granbury, Texas.
That's close to
And-
New York.
Yeah,
that's
real close. It's
Closer
like-
than El Paso
It's
is.
basically
That's
the
true.
it's the Big Apple, I would say.
I think of it more as a big cranberry. Right?
Yeah, it's got a lake, so hey.
Ooh.
fun.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's fun there.
yeah.
Well, El Paso's
we-
got a river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swim it.
So what are
You'll
you
grow
trying to do?
extra
Trump
body
me
parts
here?
if you swim in that. You'll
We've
like
got a river,
it's
too.
bad, yeah.
Oh, it's-
Don't do it.
Okay, I won't.
Don't do it.
I had a fantasy I was going to swim El Paso and go to Mexico and work.
I mean,
Oh,
you can do
you know what you could do? Wait until it freezes.
That's right. Wait, if it ever freezes in El Paso,
It won't. It
but
won't.
I'll get my German friends and my French friends, and we'll just kind of camp out there and wait.
Yeah.
There
and
I
we go.
didn't know what rain or snow was
Until
or
you-
allergies.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, I'm so sick.
Oh,
And
What is
that's-
that? Allergies. That's
Yeah.
not it.
Well, I grew up in Kansas, which Kansas City, Missouri is very metropolitan, but the rest of the entire state is just one giant wheat field. And all that pollen is about that big around in Kansas. It just bounces down the street and attaches itself to your face. And so, yeah, I get
So you
that.
can see it coming.
Yes. And it's, oh, good. Now I can't breathe.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but you both landed in Denton. How did you
Yeah.
do that?
Well, I went to school here. She went to school here. We went to different schools here.
Right.
I went to TW. She went to UNT. So
Yep.
we didn't know each other at all at that point.
Right.
But we, had a sparkle in our eye and thought, if only. I'm just kidding.
There were cards on the table somewhere.
Yeah.
There were
they were
cards.
there.
I said, if only I had someone
Right.
that could sing and play guitar with me.
And then
Yeah.
there was a commercial, and then after the commercial, you guys ran into each
Yeah,
other on
it
the
was
street.
like a
At
a
Starbucks.
sitcom.
Magical.
Yeah. Yeah, it was magical. And
Yeah.
we both, oddly enough, hate Velvet, which is something that we both cringe when we're around.
Interesting.
And
Can't-
so, yeah.
We were going to be
Velvet Free.
Velvet Free, yeah. That was one
Yeah,
name.
we had a thing where we would say, new band name every time we said something weird.
Yeah.
And so we had tons of new band names, including Continental Breakfast and Velvet Free and
Velvet Free.
just anything we said.
I
Oh, new
love
band name?
Continental Breakfast. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's a great name. That's good.
Sorry, don't steal that. That one might
Yeah.
still be in the
All right,
running.
guys, you hear that?
There's already a
Do not
shirt
be
that
writing
says
down.
Continental Breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
well.
already a breakfast called Continental Breakfast. You don't even want it.
Well, that
It's
would be
okay.
Holiday Inn, and they'd probably sue you for
Yeah,
that.
right?
You never know. Well, I always wanted to be in a band called Flannel Jammies.
Oh.
You know, and I tried like blazes. I was in a situation where we were actually naming the band, and what we did is we sat down and we just started writing ideas and threw them in a hat, and then sit around and drank a ton of beer, and just started pulling names out of the hat. And oddly enough, we ended up with Flip Takes a Trip.
Oh.
That ended up being the band name for 7 years. It ended
Nice.
up, but Flannel Jammies, I always wanted to do that. Or Bad Television,
Bad television.
or Grandpa's Now a Fungus,
Oh,
which I
Hey.
thought would be a good one. That'd be a good metal band.
Yeah.
Grandpa's Now a
Yeah.
Fungus. You guys don't play metal.
we would
yeah.
probably if we, listened to it. But
What is your musical taste, Sarah? Where do you float down the river of imagination?
my musical taste is very, very broad. I like pretty much anything that's good. I grew up in a household with a very musical father, and
A musical family?
yes,
Really?
I did.
Oh,
I had
okay.
my mom sung, my dad did lots. He did lots. He played lots of instruments. I remember seeing everything from guitars and sitars and piano and all
Really?
that. So my dad was into a lot of music, and so my mom listened to heavy metal and like Skid Row and all of even she listened to Prince and stuff, and then my dad listened to Paul Simon and more of the folk and
That's a
countryside.
switch.
So yeah,
Wow, that's
so
different.
I grew up in a household with that, and so of course I went the route of punk and rap for a little while, which was
Right.
really not my personality, I don't
Yeah.
think. But punk, I would say maybe, but not the rap so
Not the rap
much.
stuff,
But
yeah.
not because it's bad, just because it's,
Not your thing.
I
You
just
gotta do- you
sound,
gotta
I
do
sound
your thing.
ridiculous trying to rap, so
Yeah,
that's
really.
Yeah.
why. That's why.
Oh, $5. And you get to do me a rap song. Next
No.
time you guys are up at LSA, I want to see a rap song.
I will
Alright.
work on it.
Done.
Done.
Well, what about you,
Yeah,
Dove?
she's volunteering me here.
Musical background as well. Started in kind of junior high, getting a little more, not serious. You can't get serious when you're in middle school. Well, you can, but I wasn't.
Well, apparently
so
you can.
just, like,
Yeah.
I think the first song I learned was Mbop. So I didn't mean to admit that, but
Mbop.
I did.
mean to
Mbop. And then in high school, there was a band, and their bass player was quitting. And I was like,
Right.
I can learn the bass. So I went online.
Good for
I did
you.
dial-up, right, internet.
Right,
And
right.
I bought a bass. And then their drummer was leaving, and I was like, I think I want to do that instead. So I just, borrowed a set of drums because I can't afford that.
Right. It took me
high
forever
school.
to get my first set of drums.
Yeah.
It was forever. And
We
I
have
finally
a set of
got
drums
'em.
now.
Yes. we do. So I did that, and then, went to school, not for music, for
Right.
art's sake, but ended up teaching music.
Right.
And I was always into musical theater, so I would put on these productions for, the kids and stuff like that. And then,
So
just
theater
playing here and
background,
there. Yeah, a little
We
bit.
were
yeah.
talking theater with Gigi. I love
Okay.
talking theater. 'Cause
Yeah.
my family has a theater background as well, and it's a bizarre world. It is especially for those of you who are out there who are into theater. It's a bizarre world. Okay, so but it's fun. I mean, and I did a bit of that in high school, and I did a little bit of tech and
Okay,
things like
theater
that.
tech.
Yeah,
Good.
but mostly speech and drama tournaments. My gosh, I love those.
Doing the monologues and stuff
Yes,
like
yes.
Yeah,
Went to state in pantomime, believe it or not.
I did mime as well.
you?
Yeah, random.
Not
They're
easy.
like, you're doing mime. I was
Yes.
like, okay.
Okay, so I know the first thing you think of is
Yeah.
that stupid glass wall. Okay,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Well, I did glass wall for about 5 seconds.
I think I was a tree.
Did you really?
I had to scoot across the stage, so it looked like the person who was good and running,
Right.
but they were in place, and we had. I don't
Oh,
know.
and so you scooted past. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's kind of an interesting concept. That's kind of weird.
it is weird.
Well,
The whole thing was weird. I don't know how I ended up doing that.
the beauty of high school theater. I'm
That's
just
right,
saying. I'm
yeah.
just saying. It gets bizarre as it goes along.
Yeah.
So now you teach music?
I teach graphic design and animation. Actually, high school career
That's
tech.
even worse.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's great. It's great.
That's what I.
Group,
That's
so,
what I do.
Yeah.
Designer, and so yeah.
Yeah,
we've
we've
talked
talked about
this.
that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
For computer is. We are here to say this, my cats and kittens, live and in front of everybody. A computer is a glorified box of crayons. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to start out with crayons anyway to get onto the computer.
So I mean,
Not
some people,
crayons,
well, graphic designers become slaves to their software.
It's true.
Yeah, I've been using Photoshop
Yeah.
for 200 years, and I know I use about a third of it.
Well, yeah, it just keeps changing and changing.
Yeah,
It's
and
just-
I don't keep, do
Just
I
need
know
to
how
know
to
the
make that?
basics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you know the basics.
And if
can
you
pretty much
don't, you
stay
look
there.
up a tutorial
Or call your daughter.
or call your daughter.
Yeah, my daughter does it too. And
All
so I
right.
call her and say,
Perfect.
how do you do this? And she says, Daddy. And I say, okay. And I just copy everything she does and shove it in there, and it works.
Yeah.
So
Still learning and doing.
I love
That's
cheating.
great.
It's just pretty awesome. So, yeah, you should be able to do that. Well, what do you do? We've never had this discussion. I have no idea what you do with your days, woman.
Again, a secret. I'm just kidding. No.
That's a lousy interview.
No.
We're going
just
to
kidding.
start making stuff up in a minute.
No, I am a dietitian, and I work. Yeah, I work with patients, and
Are you also a foodie?
I am a foodie. I used to
Awesome.
have a catering business, and I no longer do. But
Yeah.
I make
It's
lots
tough.
of food for my dear friends and
It's
family members.
fantastic. It's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. So delicious.
Oh,
Yeah, but I
Christmas
also
is
I'm also into food in general, and the history of food and all of that. It's super boring. I'm sure for people who are not into it, but it's cool for me.
I think it's
so.
brilliant. If I did one thing correct in my entire life, is I married a chef.
Yeah.
Because I love to eat, and I'm actually now learning to cook.
Yeah.
For Father's Day, I got a handheld wok.
Nice.
And that's the only thing that I use is, Captain Crunch goes in the wok, and I'm doing breakfast. So, yeah.
That kind of
Nice.
sounds good.
The only utensil that I will use, I've got a pot, one Teflon pot, and then the wok, but I'm learning to cook, and I'm dearly loving it. So what got you into it?
Well, just because I had food allergies when I was a kid, and then as I got older, I wanted to be a doctor actually, and med school takes a long time, so
Yes,
I
and lots of money.
yeah, lots of money. I have
It's not nearly as expensive as music.
yeah, it's yeah, and so yeah. I ended up getting my master's in science and didn't go any further with that.
Right.
So who knows? Maybe one day when I have lots of money,
Right.
then I can go back to med school. But
So have you studied of course, gluten-free and
absolutely, yeah.
celiacs and
Yeah,
things like
all
that?
kinds of diets, fun stuff. Yeah,
Well, it's amazing, and it's remarkable how common you run across that. We've got a lot of it in my family, and
well, yeah,
had to literally, when we did like a big dinner for everybody, had to kind of fit it in there and figure out, can you do a gluten-free pizza? Well,
Yeah.
yes, you can, and it's usually edible.
yeah. If you do
Knock
it right,
wood.
yeah. If you make it in the wok with the Captain Crunch, it's always edible, right?
always,
Every time.
Always.
It's not gluten free then, though. But hey, yeah, we.
Wait a minute. Captain Crunch is not gluten-free?
No, I think it actually is. I don't know what it is. I don't eat Captain Crunch, so I'm sorry.
Oh,
No, I.
I'm not going to hold that against you then.
Okay.
Right.
But no next
Thanks,
time.
I appreciate it. No,
No
next time.
Yeah.
No,
No,
next time.
next
You're
time.
gonna
We'll
be the
next time.
dietitian.
So, well, let's get.
No, next time. Oh, I had one job,
next
guys.
time, yeah.
Sorry.
You had a job?
I had one job. I need to know if it was gluten free or not. I'm a dietitian here. I should know.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
So now you've gotten together and you've started putting stuff together and
Yes.
have you recorded any or just discussed that yet?
Mm-hmm.
Are you at that stage yet?
Yeah, definitely. So
Yes.
yeah,
Am I taking
we
this
are.
question?
No,
Oh.
we are.
Somebody
we
say
have
something.
a
We're dying
location.
here.
We have a location that we're going to use, and it's kind of with the students
Right.
and the media teacher where I work. And so we've talked about collaborating with students because they get a lot of real world stuff.
Awesome.
So we get to record and they mix and produce, and they get to work with us, and we make it really difficult for them.
Yeah.
And then they
Well,
have
okay,
this
then.
thing where they're like, I helped produce this EP or this record.
It's a
and-
brilliant idea.
and yeah, it's fun. So it's a little different way of doing things, but
Yeah.
I think it'll be good. And
Ooh, so
other
where
than
are
that-
you at in this project? What's
Well, it's summer now.
Right.
So
Yeah,
So
we're
not
still
doing
writing
much.
music basically right now. We're writing music, so we're in the process of doing a lot of things on the back end, and hopefully whenever school starts, we'll be ready and
Just
able to have more songs
throw
to
the
record.
little monsters
Yeah.
to the wolves?
Yep.
Yeah.
What age group are we talking about? What
juniors and seniors.
really?
Yeah.
Teenagers.
Yeah.
Teenagers.
Good God.
Yeah.
My heart goes out to you and
Oh.
all the blessings. Teenagers. I shouldn't say that, though. I love a lot of my teenagers. We've got a bunch of them up there.
Yeah.
And after a while, you just want to put them in a spaceship and say, no, you don't. And so anyway, so you're doing this with juniors and seniors. So this is really cool because it could, for somebody, it could kind of spark something to the imagination to where they go on
Right.
and say, well, hey, why
I
can't I
want to
do
do
this?
Yeah, professionally.
Very cool.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of the mindset when they sign up for those classes and they
Yeah.
can get certifications, stuff like that. So it's really good for them to have that under their belt.
So when you write your material, does one of you come up with an idea? Do you collaborate? Do you do the good old Lennon and McCartney thing where you write the song and the other one writes the middle eight and all of that?
Right.
And-
It's definitely a collaboration.
Yeah.
Sometimes lyrics come first, sometimes
Right.
tunes come first.
That's
Yeah.
that's pretty natural.
Sometimes one little line produces a whole song.
Yeah,
It's just
sometimes the
like-
lyrics are there, and then we have to like structure the whole song around it. So
yeah, there's that pesky
Yeah.
we're
structure
kind of
thing.
revamping. We're gonna do one tonight, just like a revamped version of one that I wrote like in college.
Really?
So it's not that great from college, but then Sarah will put her
Yeah.
input on it, and I'm like, that's a great idea.
I'm doing that lately. I've been experimenting with old songs that I've had around for 10 years.
Yeah.
And I've started to do them and completely rewrite them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been fun. I got a little bit of technology. You guys don't use a whole lot of technology. You're pretty much acoustic guitar and
Mm-hmm.
voices.
Yep.
I don't even know if I remember a tambourine or anything.
No
like that.
tambourines. We
No.
do have a
Harmonica.
cajon, a harmonica,
Horn.
a cajon.
Horn.
Brought some furniture.
We brought our furniture, and then we also have a ukulele, but the ukulele is not plug-in capable yet, so we
Right.
just
You're
we
working
don't
on
use
that.
it. Yeah.
There are little transducers you can get that'll just stick on there.
Slip 'em
And,
there.
yeah, they work, or have one installed. Just-
Yeah.
Right.
There's a lot, yeah. I finally bit the bullet and had somebody put a pickup in the bazooki after 10 years.
Oh well.
Yeah, and so
It's kind of scary though.
yeah,
'cause it can
yeah.
crack up the middle, right?
Well, he did it really well, and he just basically what he did is he where the pin is at the end, he just run it all through there and glued it up
Oh,
on the
yeah.
inside.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
worked
there's
out really
no
good.
there's no place for it yet on the ukulele.
I can't imagine. It's like doing
It's like a
surgery on an
tiny-
ant.
Yeah, so yeah, I'd probably just buy a new one. I'll use it as an excuse to buy a
So
new
yeah.
one.
What a brilliant idea!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going shopping.
Yeah.
Right.
Off to the music store.
Yep.
So very cool. Very cool. Well, have you got? Do you have gigs booked for the near future, or are you working on that, or?
Working on it.
Working on it.
There's a vineyard in Aubrey, and so kind of chatting with them. But we're building relationships basically.
Right.
So that's kind of where we're at there.
So this is Shaky Train is very much in the embryonic stages, and you guys are just starting
Yeah.
out. This is the exciting part, I think, is because there's so much you don't know, and so you really don't have a guide to go by. So you just kind of go for it and just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you call me on the phone and say, "What in blazes should I do?"
Now
and
what?
I'll lie to you and tell you what you shouldn't do.
All right.
Yeah. Which I promise.
Yes.
Forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
you,
will be the
You
truth.
call me, and I will tell you exactly what not to do.
Okay.
And then you should, go
Go the
on
opposite
fine from
direction.
Do
there.
something.
Yeah.
Well,
else
not
about it.
always. Sometimes depends on
It's like the yeah.
how much whiskey's
Yeah.
involved.
Exactly. Right.
Aha! Touch the
Right.
button. Did you see this? Did you see this?
That one time.
That one time.
It's a brilliant idea. What's the name of the
Oh.
song? Okay.
Yeah, no, that was bad. And I believe I blamed you, so that was good.
You should have. You
Yeah.
will. You should have. I'm a terrible influence on a lot of things.
No. But then you
So-
gave us great advice. You said life's not, complete or great without one good train wreck, which fits.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. You got to have them, and sometimes they're livable. Most people don't pay really that much of attention, and so you can slip a train wreck by them. What was that?
Totally,
Oh,
yeah. Oh.
But unless I've had both. I've had total disasters happen, and I've had train wrecks that really come out nice.
Yeah.
And just happy accidents, and those are few and far
Like those,
between.
yeah.
Yeah, they're very few and far between.
Well, you might see one live tonight. I'm just kidding.
If we're lucky,
If you're lucky.
if we're
Yeah.
lucky, we're gonna have a train wreck.
Yeah.
Although
Ooh.
it won't be the first on Doggy Time, but we strive for those moments.
Oh, great.
To where there's no pressure.
No
Your
pressure.
show, if
No
if
pressure.
that's what you
If that's what you want,
You want
we can
if
do
I want a
that.
train wreck? Well, I'm
Yeah.
not supposed to ask for it. It's supposed to be spontaneous.
Oh.
This is live stuff,
Right.
So when you do it, okay.
When do you do it?
They're not going to have a train wreck. These two are wonderful. They're great performers. They actually put it together seemingly. They make it look effortlessly.
Oh, thank
You
you.
know, but I know it's not. It's tremendous struggle because they're massive egos.
Yeah.
See?
We're really
Struggle
into
through it.
ourselves. I'm just
Struggle.
kidding.
Joy's dying out there. Oh my God, this guy knows these two so well.
No.
Well, I think that what we're going to do is, unless you have anything else to bring up, anything earth-shattering, what I would love is to take a couple minutes and set you guys up and let you perform. I would love for these guys to see you do your shaky thing.
All right. Shaky
Okay.
Tang.
Shaky thing from Shaky Train.
Shake a tang.
Oh,
I like
I just see train wreck, and it worked. She's dying. This is awesome. We should get about 50 of her.
She's
out
like our
there.
biggest critic fan.
Critic fan.
Critic fan. As
I
we
noticed
call
you said
it.
critic first.
Yeah, because they say you're your biggest critic.
Yes.
We are not. This is our biggest critic.
Really?
Her name is Joy.
That's
yes.
awesome.
She's
So, are you
awesome.
very critical about what you do and
I'm not so much critical as I am just like, oh yeah, let's just do that then.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that.
you, on
I'm
the
like,
other hand, are the organizer?
I'm like, okay, one more time.
Yeah,
All right, one more time.
one more time.
Oh, from the top or the top
and
of
then
that?
she was
or
like
the
a
one
little
more time?
pitchy. That's bad.
I get it though. We've been doing it for 5 hours. It's fine. Just
I'm like,
tomorrow's
I'm
a new day.
asleep on the
Right.
bed.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, get up.
She's like, hey,
Wake me up when my part comes. I'm out. Okay. Harmonies while you're asleep.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's take this studio apart and put it back together, and have you guys play a few tunes. That would be awesome.
all right,
like
I would
fun.
love it.
sounds good.
Mr.
it.
Producer, are we ready to march down that road? Well, oh my gosh. Yeah, we're going to show a video of Bone
Low
Doggie and the
Rider.
collective
Awesome.
over at Mabel Peabody's, and we're going to do Lowrider.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah. And then it was quite the evening. Who'd we have? We had Josh Sinai from Deadpan Poets, and we had the wonderful Stephanie Unch playing guitar. Gonzo Gary Chase was there, and what's his name from Star Party? Was playing bass. Paulo. Good old Paulo. Excellent bass player. Total nut. If you're out there listening, and I hope you are a nut, and I love you. So, actually, these are awesome guys. So, anyway, we're going to show you a little Bone Doggie live at Mabel Peabody's, and in the meantime, we're going to set these lovely ladies up and show you some real classy stuff. So don't go anywhere, my cats and kittens. We'll be right back. You are tuned into Doggy Time on DentonRadio.com. Can you dig it?
Yeah.
I can dig it.
I knew you could.
Totes.
All right.
Totes.
Push the button.
All right, here we go. Are we ready? low rider. Low rider gets a little higher. Yeah. Drives a little slower. Low rider is a real goer. Take a little trip, take a little trip, take a little trip with me. Take a little trip, take a little trip, take a little trip with me. Paulo. Paulo Castillo on the bass. On 1,000 drums and percussion, Gary Chase. Knows every street, yeah. No rider's a man to meet, yeah. All right. no gas down. Low right turn, drive too fast now. All right. And we are back, my cats and kittens, on Doggy Time on DentonRadio.com. Standing in the studio with the lovely Shaky Train. It's good to be Doggy number 17. You get to hang around with these guys. It's awesome. And they are going to grace the airwaves with some of their phenomenal renditions of whatever in blazes it is they've decided to play. They probably wrote it down somewhere, but they didn't tell me. So it's all going to be a little bit of a treat here. So without further ado, I'm just going to turn this mess over to you.
Alrighty.
Okay? And you're
Okay.
going to do your thing.
All right, I'll do my thing. We'll do our thing.
We'll do our thing.
Yeah.
You are controlling, aren't you? Awesome.
Dang.
We won't
That's
do
very
your
cool.
thing.
So we're going to do both of their things. So the lovely Sarah and Edmund over here.
Yeah, Edmund. I like it.
Edmund. You like Edmund?
No.
Let's
No.
go. You don't, do you?
Johanna.
All right.
Yeah.
Johanna.
There you go.
And Shaky Train. Give it up for Shaky Train.
right.
Do your
Thank
thing.
you. Oh, okay.
I'll destroy the studio while I'm leaving.
All right, we're gonna do an original. This one was written by Johanna, and I'm gonna play harmonica for her while she sings and plays guitar.
Edwin.
And her name's not Edwin. All right.
Off the courage to change this summer. The courage you were looking for when it was cold outside. It's never been warmer, this summertime breeze. So work up the courage and change with ease. Work the courage to change this summer. The courage you were looking for when it was cold outside. It's never been warmer, this summertime breeze. So work up the courage and change with ease. Summertime brings new things, so let it shine down on you, baby. Let it shine down on you, baby, and change. It's gonna go by fast, gonna be gone. Summertime sunshine so long. So work up the courage today. Happiness is coming your way. All right, Sarah. All right.
Thank you. Okay, next we're gonna do a cover of a band that we went and saw actually this weekend.
Yeah.
The Avett Brothers, and the song is titled "Ain't No Man."
Ain't no man. Ain't no man that can save me. Ain't no man can enslave me. Ain't no man that can change the shape my soul is in. Ain't nobody here who can cause me pain or raise my fear, 'cause I got only love to share. If you're looking for the truth, I'm proof you'll find it there.
You gotta serve something, ain't that right? No, it gets dark, but there's always a light. You gotta buy in to get in the club, trade your worries. Gotta show up if you wanna be seen. If it matters to you, Ma, it matters to me. I'm gonna fall hard, I know I am. When the crowd cracks up, I'll laugh with them.
Ain't no man that can save me. Ain't no man can enslave me. Ain't no man that can change the shape my soul is in. Ain't nobody here who can cause me pain or raise my fear, 'cause I got only love to share. If you're looking for the truth, I'm proof you'll find it there.
You say you look funny, I say you stop. Say you're whatever you think you are. Oh, I forgot the words.
She's so pretty. He's so fine.
And there's your train wreck for you. All right.
Ain't no man that can save me. Ain't no man can enslave me. Ain't no man that can change the shape my soul is in. Ain't nobody here who can cause me pain or raise my fear, 'cause I got only love to share. If you're looking for the truth, I'm proof you'll find it there.
You gotta go somewhere, ain't that true? Not a whole lot of time for me or you. Got a whole lot of reasons to be mad. Let's not pick one. I live in a room at the top of the stairs, a window wide open, but nobody cares. Got no choice but to get right up when the sun comes through.
Ain't no man that can save me. Ain't no man can enslave me. Ain't no man that can change the shape my soul is in. Ain't nobody here who can cause me pain or raise my fear, 'cause I got only love to share. If you're looking for the truth, I'm proof you'll find it there. If you're looking for the truth, I'm proof you'll find it there. If you're looking for the truth, I'm proof
You'll find
it there.
You ask and you shall receive. Our next song is another original, and this one actually was written by Hannah, or Johanna, sorry, and she wrote it back a long time ago, 10 years ago, and we revamped it, so hopefully you guys like it. Our new rendition. It's called One More Minute.
It's asleep until noon. Migrate to the couch. Watch reruns. A nap kind of day. Is it Saturday or Tuesday? I'm not sure when I'm with you. I get this way. Time stands still,
And I'm not sure which way is up.
time stands still, and I'm not catching up. So stay a little longer, one more minute. Don't pack your bags just yet. So stay a little longer, one more minute. I want you for as long as I can get. It's a sit on the porch, light a fire kind of night. Hang out with you in the blue moonlight. Now the sun's coming up. Time got away, doesn't surprise me.
when I'm with you, babe. Time stands still, and I'm not sure which way is up. Time stands still, and I'm not catching up. So stay a little longer, one more minute. Don't pack your bags just yet. Just stay a little longer, one more minute. I want you for as long as I can get. I want you for as long as I can get. All right. So the next song that we're gonna do is a cover of a Jen Wigmore song. It's called
I Do?
I Do. Sorry. Yes, it's called I Do. Starlight kicking around with you by my side makes me feel alright. Start this day as new until I wake up, find myself and I'll break up. Today ain't gonna be great, but can we ride this through? You know I need you sometimes, and I'll hold on to why. No matter what my reasons are, I still do love you. I do, I do. I choose you. Why don't you choose me too? It's no mistake, all lonely days I want you. I can't change, babe, my bitter, stuck and cold days, staying away when I see you, and your beautiful ways. To be high, low, hot and cold, I don't know, but if you're thinking about leaving, then no, no, no. We can do this, just let me do this, and I need you sometimes, and I'll hold on to why. No matter what my reasons are, I still do love you. I do. I choose you. Why don't you choose me too? It's no mistake, all lonely days I want you. Why don't you want me too? Okay. One more.
One more. All right.
Thank you. Okay, you want to do which one? Go ahead.
I was just thinking. Okay, I gotta put this on.
Do you want to do that one?
Okay. You want to do this one? You want to do another one?
That's good. Okay, so we're going to do a cover of a Barry Polisar song. It's from the Juno soundtrack, if you don't know who that is. And it is called All I Want Is You. Yes, All I Want Is You.
All right.
I swear we know these songs. We just we don't just make them up on the fly, but you know it kind of looks that way.
Is that good? Oh, there we go. Okay. Maybe I should get in the right key here.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
If I was a flower growing wild and free, all I'd want is you to be my sweet honeybee. And if I was a tree growing tall and green, all I'd want is you to shade me and be my leaves. If I was a flower growing wild and free, all I'd want is you to be my sweet honeybee. And if I was a tree growing tall and green, all I'd want is you to shade me and be my leaves.
All I want is you, will you be my bride? Take me by the hand and stand by my side. All I want is you, will you stay with me? Hold me in your arms and sway me like the sea. If you were the river and the mountains tall, the rumble of your water would be my call. If you were the winter, well, you know I'd be the snow, just as long as you were with me when the cold winds blow. All I want is you, will you be my bride? Take me by the hand and stand by my side. All I want is you, will you stay with me? Hold me in your arms and sway me like the sea. If you were a wink, I'd be a nod. If you were a seed, well, I'd be a pod. If you were the floor, I don't wanna be the rug. And if you were a kiss, well, you know I'd be a hug. All I want is you, will you be my bride? Take me by the hand and stand by my side. All I want is you, will you stay with me? Hold me in your arms and sway me like the sea. If you were the wood, I'd be the fire. If you were the love, I'd be the desire. If you were a castle, I'd be your moat. And if you were the ocean, I'd learn to float. All I want is you, will you be my bride? Take me by the hand and stand by my side. All I want is you, will you stay with me? Hold me in your arms and sway me like the sea. Just like the sea. Okay. Sorry, we had fun.
Super professional.
We're super professional, guys.
Oh.
All right, and almost right in here in the middle, to scoot right in.
All right.
If you'd be the peanut butter, I'd be the jelly. And there's a sandwich reference in there, which you're not going to go into.
No.
Shaky Train. This was Shaky Train. That was awesome and one of the most beautiful train wrecks I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you
so
I
much.
feel
Thank you.
honored. You did it. You did it, girls. All right, before we unleash you back out into the public, and it's raining outside on the beautiful downtown area of Denton. So before we throw you out into that, we're going to do a bump and a bump. And so what I want you to do is this is Sarah, whatever your last name is.
Wilcox.
Wilson, that's right.
Wilson.
And,
Wilson. Yeah, we'll go with Wilson.
and Johanna Edwards.
Edwin Edwards.
Okay. And we are Shaky Train. And you are tuned in to Doggie Time on DentonRadio.com.
Okay.
All right.
Is this
do
going to
that?
have to be
All
like
of
in
that
unison?
from her.
Well, that part will be. Because, you do harmony. So basically, this is you. And this is you.
Okay.
And we are Shaky Train.
I'm
All
glad we
right.
got the tutorial first.
Yes.
Okay.
Here we go.
So I'm Sarah,
I'm Johanna.
and we are Shaky Train.
We are Shaky Trains live from Look at
Denton.
behind you.
DentonRadio.com.
DentonRadio.com. Can we get take two? Oh, it's live.
Well, that was awful.
Oh, it's just-
Okay, again,
right,
the
go.
tutorial didn't go anywhere with
Here we
us.
go.
Okay, you just do it.
I'm Sarah, and I'm Johanna, and we're Shaky Trains, and we are live here from DentonRadio.com
On Doggie Time.
on Doggie Time.
Right.
Can't forget that.
Wow. She remembered. I'm going to stand over here.
I forgot where I was for a second. Sorry.
forgot where you were.
Forgot what I was doing.
This is Sarah, and this is Johanna.
That's
I'm
right.
Sarah.
And they are Shaky Train, and they are tuned in, and you are tuned into. Wow, I blew
Oh,
it.
you are tuned in? I was like, I don't
smoked
remember you
it
saying
out.
that.
I do. I say it every time.
You do, you do?
Yeah, yeah.
This is the longest goodbye.
This is the longest goodbye. This
We
is
don't want to say goodbye. We want to say farewell and a million other things.
And auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen,
and
good night.
Harry Federci, whoever he is.
Adios.
Yeah.
All right.
Adios.
Dendron.
We're gonna unleash these two ladies. They're just dying to get out of here, my cats and kittens. So we're gonna let them go.
Nah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for
thank
coming
you.
and doing
Oh,
this.
yeah,
you guys
thank
are
you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And you can edit that out, right?
There's a form for
Head
that.
bump. So anyway, you have been tuned into Doggy Time with all its spills and thrills, my cats and kittens. We will be back in 2 weeks with the lovely and talented Bob Ralph and the equally lovely and talented Cashless Generation. We're going to shove those guys into this studio. So that'll be in 2 weeks. Until then, you take care. Stay tuned to DentonRadio.com. We will catch you on the flip side. Say ciao, Bella.
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao, Bella. Ciao,
Oh,
Bella.
shalabella.
Good night, Denton.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at ClassicOfDenton.com.